welcome back to my channel. Today I have a monthly May message for all of the Libras out in the collective. Please note this is going to be a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with every single Libra out in the collective. I ask that you take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are new to my channel, welcome to Eileen Into Spirit. My name is Eileen Rouse. I'm a psychic intuitive and a spiritual essence coach, and I provide you with guidance, wisdom, and inspiration every other week right here on this channel. Without further ado, Libra, let's go ahead and get into your message. All right, Libra, you know the drill. This is going to be a 9-card draw, so let's get shuffling. What information and what insight can you offer Libra this month? So Libra, I just want to share with you, this is my second time filming your video for this month because the first time that I recorded, it ended up being a message that was coming through for someone in the collective. It was entirely different. Did not even, it was someone's oracle message. So I'm hoping that this time, this looks a lot more accurate. So I'm very grateful for that. So Libra, we are starting out at the King of Cups in reversed. So this means that some of you are really not in tune with your own heart. And I'm sort of feeling like you're needing to be a little bit forgiving. It's almost like you're needing to be forgiving of yourself. So Libra, what this is telling me is that, you know, a king of, whoa. Okay, what goes where? Okay, thank you. So a King of Cups is someone who is very in tune. They're very heart-centered, very in tune with themselves, and also they don't allow outside sources to control their emotions. And so I'm really feeling that where you currently are right now is that you're needing to sort of not be so hard on yourself. You need to learn to forgive yourself a little bit, and really just sort of allow yourself to, it's like you're needing to be in control of your own emotions. I feel like you're letting outside sources control so it's like you're reacting to certain situations instead of responding, right? And the way that I look at reacting is when your emotions naturally take over. Responding is when you're utilizing your heart intelligence, your higher intuition to sort of allow you to respond to the situation, but not from an emotional perspective. So where you currently are is the King of Cups in reversed. And so I really feel this is going to be a time for you to really tune in to your higher self. Allow your higher self to allow you to give you that better judgment, right? Because when I'm looking at this diagonally, what this is saying is that you have the King of Cups in reverse with Judgment and the Three of Pentacles. So this really tells me that, you know, judgment is really about answering to a higher calling, right? And when you have a King of Cups in reversed, it tells me that, you know, maybe you're currently working with someone, maybe how you are communicating with other people or with yourself, because I really feel this is about you learning to be a little bit more forgiving to yourself. And it's like allowing yourself to let your higher self. So the one thing I keep hearing here, Libra, is that your higher self is wanting you to see through their eyes when it comes to how you are reflecting towards yourself, how you are seeing yourself. So I've never had it phrased this way, but I think this is important because I feel that as you go through this month, I feel like you will have a tendency to be very cutthroat with yourself, because Libra is really about the scales, right? It's about balance. It's also about that duality, right? And when I look at Libra, I really see justice in my head, you know, with the sword. And the sword is double-edged, right? You can use it for good or you can use it for bad. And so in my perspective, your higher self is coming front and center here with Judgment, really wanting you to be very aware of what you are doing, right? Because how you respond to a situation truly reflects where you are emotionally, okay? Now, what is your theme this month? You have the moon. Now, the moon is really about doing that internal reflective work, right? And when I see the moon, it's really about this dark, journey that we often go on when we're seeing both our light and our shadow self. And it's about exploring the depths and the secrets that we often hide, right? The moon is really this, I like to refer to it as this journey of duality, right? When we're learning to understand that we have both light and dark within us. And I feel a lot of times we tend to want to hide all of the bad things because we don't want to classify ourselves that way. And I feel a lot of times we tend to classify ourselves that way. We tend to be a lot harder on ourselves than other people, right? And so I feel this is why when I first saw the King of Cups, I heard loud as day forgiveness. Okay, Libra. So I feel that this month you're going to do a lot of internal exploring with the moon. The moon represents cycles. Okay, understand that there are cycles to each and everything. We have cycles in life. There's a certain time and a certain place. Also represents the phases of the moon, right? The way that the light comes in with the moon, right? It's either waning or it's waxing, and we have a full moon and a new moon. And so I feel that this month is really going to be very important because you're going to be going through a lot of awakening this month. Your accomplishment is the Hierophant. So I feel that maybe what's really going on here and why the forgiveness is really needing to take place, Libra, is because the Hierophant really talks about the levels of learning, the levels of ascension that we often go through. It also represents all of the beliefs that have sort of been passed on generation to generation. With the Hierophant, it's really about that ascension, that awakening, those levels of awakening that we go through. And when it comes to the moon, it's recognizing that sometimes there are certain things that we do that we ultimately don't have rhyme or reason as to why we do them. We just do them because that's how we've been taught. And I really feel that this is about you really coming to a very keen understanding of who you are, right? Like you're exploring the depths of who you are and how maybe there are some self-imposed beliefs that you've sort of carried on as tradition, but they don't really mean anything to you. There is no significance to it and you don't really resonate with it anymore. But there's a part of you that feels like, if I let this go, does this mean that I no longer am, carrying on my heritage or what I've been taught, like those kinds of things. So this is like some deep exploration that you're going to have to go through and really sort of allow yourself to explore the depths of that so that you can understand things at a much higher level. Okay. Now, what is your obstacle? I feel that your obstacle is you just getting in your own way with the Ace of Swords, right? The swords really represents, our thoughts. And like I said, I really felt like, the one thing that stood out to me here, Libra, was, the Justice card with the swords because it's double-edged, right? And you have an Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords clarifies, it truly talks about victory and clarity, right? So I feel that your obstacle is really trusting the clarity of needing to explore the depths of what you truly believe. I feel that's where you're going to kind of struggle. Because I feel that a lot of times when we get in our head, air signs are known for this. Air signs are known for just staying in their head wholeheartedly all the time because it's their comfort zone. It's what feels comfortable to them. And Libra, you are no exception, right? I feel that what you're needing to avoid is staying in your head, right? I feel that this is where you need to connect with your heart, right? Your heart is where you connect with your higher self. And so this is why you have the King of Cups in reverse, because you're not really in your heart, you're really in your head. And that's what you're needing to avoid. Now, what do you need to embrace? You have judgment. Okay, again, this is about your higher self, that essence of who you truly are. It's about you embracing that, connecting with that, understanding that that is who you truly are. You are not the person that's in this flesh and bones. You are the soul that is within this vessel. And so that's what you're needing to embrace. Now, what is the obstacle? Your obstacle is the devil. And this is no surprise here. I feel that the obstacle is self-sabotage, right? I feel that because you're so used to things being a specific way, I feel that there might be some people in your life, family maybe, that know how to manipulate you, make you feel guilty for doing things that you do or for letting certain things go. And I feel that's going to be your obstacle. Understand that when a devil comes up, it's really about choices. It's about the choices that you make based off of the decisions that you have, right? And so I feel that your obstacle is really going to be, are you going to choose the illusion, right? The illusion is not everything that glitters is gold. And the illusion is, are you going to continue to believe in things that you don't resonate with, or are you going to choose a different path? Are you going to choose the path of your higher self, your soul, of who you truly are? So that is your obstacle. Now, what is your support? You have the Two of Cups. And now I love this. I want you to look at this diagonally, okay? You have the Hierophant, which is about higher learning. You have Judgment, which is about connecting to that, answering to that higher call. And then the Two of Cups, which I often see as divine love. It is a divine union between you and your higher self, and that deep, unconditional divine love that you only get from source, right? And this is about you needing to come into balance with that, understanding that you are your own divine source of pure love, of pure unconditional love. You're not going to get it from anyone else. No one else is supposed to make you happy or provide you with that kind of information. And it's interesting that these cards came up because this is almost like this message is sort of another way of explaining the message that I just got done recording for someone else. That ended up being someone's oracle message. So understand that your support is your higher self, right? Understand that this is your path. It is a part of your destiny. This is what you are meant to do. And you're supposed to just come together, right? Come together because this is part of your enlightenment. It's a part of your awakening. It's a part of you coming into union with your higher self here. Now, what is your action? You have the King of Wands, and I feel that ultimately, as straight and as poignant as I can actually get it, what it's really saying here is you're just going to have to take action. You're going to have to, because I feel like you're actually not taking action towards anything that is fulfilling to you, right? It's like you're just doing the things that you need to get by, and you're not really taking action. And maybe it's because you don't feel that you'll be successful. And I feel that what Spirit really wants you to know is that if you can truly join, if you can really sort of come into union with your higher self, you'll know without a shadow of a doubt that you would be successful here, Libra. Now, what is your advice and your encouragement? You have the Three of Pentacles. Now, your advice and your encouragement with this is that, when I'm looking at this diagonally, the King of Cups, the Judgment with the Three of Pentacles, what this is saying is that you are meant to create this beautiful masterpiece with you and your higher self. This is about collaborating with other like-minded people. This is about really communicating. How are you communicating to yourself? Are you even communicating? Do you even have a relationship with your higher self? And I feel that's what's really coming through here for you, Libra. It's about understanding that when you can come together with your higher self and you trust in the magic of your higher self, you'll be able to accomplish so many things because you're not just doing it on your own, right? You're balancing out your heart and your higher self, right? And that's what's the beauty here. Now, let's go ahead and draw an additional card here from the Lightworker Oracle deck and see what information and what insight Spirit has for you today. What additional information and insight can you offer Libra here this month, Spirit? What additional information and insight can you offer Libra this month? Okay, so we got 2 cards, but we're only going to choose one. So let's see which one. Okay, so it's this one. All right. Okay. Number 42, which is the 5th ray of intellectual knowledge. This is your message. So let's go ahead and read in this book to see what they want you to know about the 5th ray of intellectual knowledge. The 5th ray of intellectual knowledge has come to you as a spiritual gift. You are being given the ability to find information you need, understand systems that impact your life, and find clarity in any issue that has seemed unclear or overwhelming. You shall sort the truth from the lies and learn what you need to know. The Archangel Raphael now assists you in integrating the blessings of the 5th ray. You are distilling a new truth. It might be the truth of discernment, where you realize the appearance of a person, group, or cause is misleadingly different to the inner reality. Discernment is incredibly important on the spiritual path, all the more so as you open up to work with energies, with teachers and teachings, and to sort out all issues in your life according to your spiritual principles. Discernment is not judgment, but it does allow you to make informed decisions based on frequency. When you choose to associate with people who are on a higher frequency, everyone benefits. If you choose to associate with people on a lower frequency than your own, you may feel your life moving more slowly, becoming harder than it needs to be. Discernment helps you navigate through illusions and find the real gems. It helps you step back from those who say they want to support you, but who actually just want to take and not give in return. The 5th ray helps you choose wisely and sever unhealthy connections. This ray also comes to you when there is more to something than meets the eye. You will be given the power to discover and understand the truth. Wait until the truth clicks inside you. Until then, keep looking deeper until you unravel the mystery. The 5th ray will help you do so successfully. The challenge with the 5th ray is to remain open-minded as you find your clarity. Be willing to find more information if you need it. The right answers will come. Be willing to change your viewpoint in order to perceive the truth of the matter. If a system is working for you, that's great. If it needs to be changed, don't be afraid to go into the chaos of creativity and try different ways until you discover what will work better for you now. So this is your message here, Libra. I feel this actually talks very clearly about what we discussed here in the tarot. I feel that ultimately the biggest takeaway for you is really going to be trusting in your higher self. Your higher self wants to help you learn things. Understand that you have to answer to a higher calling. It's really about you understanding that your needs, your talents, your abilities, who you truly are. You are not flesh and bones. You are something so much more magnificent, and this is what you are needing to embrace. So this is your message, Libra. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time with your new message. Namaste, guys.